So I've been wanting to do a video on the plumbing for some time on the Promaster, so it's been a long time since I actually did the plumbing, but just got back from 2 weeks on the road and worked really well. So let me just cover what I've got going on here, and let's take a look. So first thing, I've got the plumbing hooked up here. Actually goes in through the rear bumper. It looks really good. I mean, you can't even see that when this hose is not connected, that there is a connection there for the hose. I hate the word stealthy, but it is very stealthy. So it makes it really easy to hook up your hose here. I did not video the installation of this, but I did do it for the electrical, which is on the other side of the bumper here. And I did the same exact thing. I basically took this entire bumper off here. So there's just some Torx screws here, and you remove these two here, right down in here, and that gives you a little bit of access. You can just peel this back, drill an inch or inch and a quarter, I can't remember what the size was, hole here for this receptacle here, and then you run hosing tubing up through the back here. You can see how it comes out through here. There's a T coming up to the tank. I want to fill the tank. Just turn that nozzle there. You can see the points of contact here. Those come standard with the over the hub tank. I put 3/4 inch plywood here to give it a nice base to be on. This thing's very tough, a little heavy, but it's very tough. Do all this plumbing, or I did all this plumbing here while the tank was out of the van. So this over the wheel well tank, water tank, comes with 4 nuts, incorporated nuts on each side. So I ordered these stainless steel bolts to go in there. So we're going to put 3 on each side, so there's 8 total. That's what we'll connect it to the van with. Out my water heater now. Actually, this thing is so freaking light. 6 gallon, 5 discharge, 120 volt. Radiant. So we'll use the radiator, but I'm not hooking it up to the radiator right now. I'm gonna do the 120 volt. Oh my God, it's so light. That is very slick. Cold water in, hot water out. Electrical. Shoot, that's probably true. So anyway, let me go back through here. The water main comes through here, through this T. Most of the time this is closed. Comes through here. There's a flow valve here, check valve, so that when the pump is running, it doesn't flow backwards. You don't want it to flow backwards because that will create back pressure, and also when it'll create a circular flow there. So when you don't have the pump running, comes through here, bypasses the pump, comes in, goes to the hot water tank, and goes up to the fresh water up into the front. And then the hot comes out of the 6-gallon hot water tank, all aluminum and stainless steel. Really nice unit. I have the overflow pressure going back to there. So the whole tank here has an overflow in case I overfill it when I'm filling it up. So the low pressure coming out of the tank here, the clear tubing, so this is low pressure, comes in through here. So when I'm not connected to water, the pump is running here, goes back to the same line, but you got your flow valve here, check valve, so that it doesn't create flow backwards. So then this gets a little cramped. Got a lot of shit in here. But you can see that all the tubing goes through the hot and the cold, goes in through that east trough, and then the white is actually going straight through the van and draining out. That's your high pressure, emergency high pressure release, and also the tank there, if it overfills, just flows out the bottom. Also, I've got a T here that allows me to drain the whole system. That'll drain out the bottom, and that's for overwintering. So with that, let's go up front and let's check that out. Now you can see got 2 colds and 2 hot here, one for the shower, one for the sink. Try to hook them up here. Sink put up on top here. Okay, in the cab, you've got a nice little bar sink here. Allows you got hot and cold water here. And all the plumbing comes together. The shower here. This trip we both took showers. It was really nice, very convenient to use the shower. But it really, there's a little, if you haven't seen this part, that's my wife's creation. Terry has done a great job with this little curtain. I have to sit down because I'm too tall for this, but Terry can't stand up, but she wants to. That is really convenient. That's also where we put our toilet. So let's take a look underneath. So you can see the drainage. It's really sort of difficult to marry up simple household plumbing and camping RV stuff. So you see I got a T down there where the shower drain comes in with the sink. That's worked out really well. No leaking of any sort. and I'll show you how that transitions to the gray water tank below. And as I have shown in the videos, and as it relates to the hot and cold, you can see the hot and cold coming in, and there's a T down there. And the first set of T's for both hot and cold go under the van so that I can drain for cold weather. And then there's another set of T's here, one for the sink and one set for the shower. And from there, let's go check out the gray water tank. So you can see where the drainage comes through the van, the bottom of the van, and then I transition it to a aluminum pipe. It's actually a little muffler pipe, and that gives me the confidence of going over the exhaust pipe here so that it doesn't melt the plastic pipe. And then you can see the gray water tank over there. So that's pretty much it. What did you think of the plumbing video?
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far as the echo, where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars here in the shadows.